Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the Brazos as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have the first possession of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And this was looking like such a promising opening drive of the game. They had it down close. They tried to run the ball there on 3rd down, didn't get it. So now it's decision time for the head coach. Do you want to pay this thing off and go for it, get aggressive here, trying to capitalize and score a tutty on the first drive of the game?
Surging forward on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And he takes this from inside and the ball's free deep in his own territory. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing.
And he'll race it to the house. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bears offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Here's the handoff. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Gets it out fast. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Thomas looking to fire. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Bears send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they get him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Cowboys are flying down the field. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early.
Picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, 1st down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick strike complete. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the ball is picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Thomas back to pass. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Brooks. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Using the quick game. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the 1st half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Thomas looking to fire. He's right on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. The Bears will keep this drive going.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down coming up.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now.
Easy. Flip. Roll it.
Off the play fake. Fakes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with a dub. Hey, survive and advance. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Thomas back to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Toss sweep to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And he hauls it in inside the 30. This defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Thomas looking to fire. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Taking it the other way. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Cowboys looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
35, Baylor, 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistake.
I think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Thomas back to pass. Got his man quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unleashes one. The completion well past the sticks. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold, offense.
They say you could call hold. Well, they did on that one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. He'll try to take it back. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Pulls it in. It's Silva. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Tight end finds a soft spot. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak.